Feels like this fight was like 8 years in the making, doesn't it? How do you feel that it's finally here?
Seems like I've been fighting since I was a kid. Oh, that's right, I have. It has, and I'm so blessed that I'm here. I'm able to be in this position and be able to have the opportunity that Viacom Bellator has given me. I'm excited. I'm not going to let this pass me by. It's my opportunity, and I'm going to take advantage of it.
Tough opponent, though. Guy's been around a while.
No question. Guy earned his reputation. Can't take that from him. But when you talk smack like that, you got to pay the price.
You don't like the smack talk?
I love smack talking.
I love it. Talk about your training camp.
Love it. Training camp.
Yes.
Experience. It's a new experience for me. I've been away from this for 6 years. My last couple fights, I was like a drowned puppy dog going into these fights. I sucked. I knew it. I tried to do my best and fight through. I didn't have an understanding of what I was up against. My strength is I'm mentally tough, and that my willpower is second to none, and I'll fight through anything. The thing I didn't realize was what I was up against, and that the more that I tried to fight, the more I tried to get through it, the more my willpower kept pushing me, the worse I was getting. I didn't know that. So now I am where I'm at. When I'm training, my training's paying off. I'm able to move pretty freely on the ground, which I hadn't been able to do for 15 years. My stand-up is now, because of my ground game, has been much more smoother. I'm more relaxed because I'm not just depending on my stand-up now. So it's all coming together for me at 51. A lot of people are counting me out, at least the odds makers are. The people that know me, I mean, they bet their house on this fight. But it is what it is. I understand, I know why I'm where I'm at, because my last couple fights haven't been that great. I've been out of it for 6 years, so you add all those things together, it's impossible for me to win this fight. I mean, you look at everything that's happened up to this point, anybody who's looking at it will go, no way, you can't win this. It can't happen. And so I understand why I'm where I'm at right now, especially with the odds in Vegas and the betting and all that, so I understand that. But boy, I tell you what, it's gonna be nice Friday night when I get to really show the world that when you set your mind to something and you have faith, you can achieve anything you want to, as long as you're willing to pay the cost.
You trying to prove something to yourself or to the world, as you put it, or both?
Not myself. You know, it's not about proving anything. It's about me being able to do what I believe that I was capable of doing, and I didn't have an understanding of what I was doing at the time. And I was really frustrated and very discouraged at myself for the way that I had performed in those fights, especially from my fans who believed in me and trusted in me that, you know, I would go out there and give 100% every time and go out there and do my job. And I tried, but it just kept seeming like I kept going backwards. But now that I've corrected that and I'm moving forward, I have that opportunity to make it right. The way that I want to go out and the way I want to fight and the way that I want to go in the ring with passion, desire, and toughness.
Hey Ken, the first 3-4 minutes of the fight, how crucial is that going to be, and what have you done to kind of prepare for it?
I'm not sure about in this fight. Yeah. I'm not sure that that's even a question about the minutes going into the fight. It's about me being me and me fighting the way that I usually have fought prior to the injuries that I had suffered. I've always come out from the time that the bell rang till the bell ended trying to finish fights. And so it's not about what he does or what is expected of what he does or game plan and how crucial this minute or this minute is. It's about me. And it's about me going out there and fighting the way I know I can fight, the way I should have been fighting, and the way that I will fight.
Does he do anything that impresses you? Anything at all that you think he's good at?
I think I'm impressed where he's at. You know, why, he's in a main event fight. I paid my dues. I fought the best guys in the world. From Japan to Germany, Russia, Brazil, everywhere you can think of. I fought the best guys. And I've won. He has not. He's in a main event fight. And he's drawing, along with myself, we're drawing a tremendous amount of coverage on this fight. So if you wanted to ask me what I think was impressive, I think it's very impressive for him to be where he's at.
The millions of hits on YouTube, that's not impressive, or?
So I just said, you know, I just said that I'm impressed with where he's at. I said he's done tremendous amount of viewership. We're getting all kinds of recognition. That's what I'm impressed about. Is your following that he has. It's incredible.
But as a fighter?
I mean, I've always said this, and I continue to say it. I just don't see it. I don't see it. Maybe he'll show me something that night, and it'll, you know, make me respect him a little bit more. I don't know. I just know what I have to do. And what Ken Shamrock has to do is go in the ring and fight like he normally can. The rest of it will take care of itself.
Ken, CBS Sports, how have you tailored your training camp to Kimbo? Because you have the legendary repertoire of submissions that you do, and he has knockout power, but he doesn't have the greatest conditioning. How have you tailored your training camp to Kimbo?
Well, first question I want to ask you is, somebody please tell me where that knockout power is. Can anybody tell me anybody that he's fought that he's knocked out that was impressive? Someone please tell me how he's got that reputation.
Those YouTube videos.
Okay, so YouTube, who were they? Where they fought? Who did he fight? So where is he getting this? It's the same thing with the million hits, right? What has he done? I mean, kudos to him, hats off to him. I'm not complaining or anything. I'm just saying that's what I'm impressed about, is how he's got all you guys and the fans talking about stuff he hasn't even done. That's what I'm impressed about. Really, seriously. And when you talk about knockout power, I mean, I don't see it. I see him knocking guys. I see him knock guys out, but I don't know who they are. So when you talk about tailoring my training camp or my fight around, it's not about that. It's about me. It's about me training Ken Shamrock the way he can, and the fight will come to me. And wherever the fight is, I will do what I need to do to finish.
How would you compare your training now to 6 years ago?
6 years ago, you wouldn't see me on the ground. I mean, if you look at the last couple fights that I had, you never showed me on the ground. I couldn't go there. Now, my game is open wide up. I'm able to do a lot of things now that I wasn't able to do then. It wasn't like I didn't try. I did, but it just seems like when I was doing that, I kept getting worse and not better. So I had to tailor my training around what I could do. And that's just not a good way to go into a fight. So this one here, I'm training Ken Shamrock the way Ken Shamrock should be training. That's the stand-up, the clinch, the ground and pound, the conditioning, flexibility, everything I need to go in there and do the job that I set out to do, and that's beat Kimbo.
What changed?
One or two more, guys.
What changed that made it what it capable of doing this, to go to the ground with that?
Can't do that, can't talk about it. You know, I've got this fight, and I'm focused on this fight, and anything that goes into my head's positive, nothing negative.
Ken, when you look at the fact that you're a 51-year-old man, I too 51, Doug here's at 83.
Good, bro.
Is there a message to us, the over 50 crowd, about what's capable?
Absolutely. You know, I have a great platform to speak from, because I think the world that we live in, we look at so many things that people say we can't do. From our government, to our schools, to everything in the world when it comes to even work ethic. Everything we do in the world is about what we can't do, because it can't be done, because the majority of the people can't do it. So therefore you can't do it. And to me, it's ridiculous. I think anybody set their mind to do what they want to do, are you willing to sacrifice what it is to get there? Are you willing to put in the work? Because the work that I put in up to this point has been nothing but the hardest that I've ever had to do, including my attitude and being humble, because I'm getting thumped when I first came out by kids that I'm just like going, it's embarrassing. This kid just took me down. He's mounting me. I mean, it was embarrassing because I couldn't go one round. I had to humble myself and realize I'm back to the beginning again. I got to start all over. And I got to build my reputation and earn it and not live on my reputation. So I tell people out there, if you feel like you want to do something and you have the desire to do it, do not let the people around you tell you you cannot do it, because you can do what, and it sounds like cliche and cheesy, but I'm here to tell you, you can say whatever you want about it. If you want something, you go get it, and you do it, and you sacrifice for it, and you make it happen. That's all I gotta say.
Last question with Matthew here.
What can fans expect to see in this fight on Friday?
They're gonna be able to see, I don't know what he's bringing. I think I do, but I'm not gonna take anything for granted. But I'm hoping that we see the Kimbo Slice that we normally see, where he comes out and he likes to throw bunches and punches. If that happens, you don't want to miss the fight, because I'm the same kind of fighter. We both love to get after it. We both want to bang. Only problem with him is that he's one-dimensional. He's got some part of his game, but I also look at this, that he's training with good ground guys, and that I know he's learning something. So I'm taking this fight like I'm fighting somebody that has decent ground skills in this fight. So I'm taking nothing for granted. Everything I'm doing up to this point is I'm measuring him above what I think he is.